eating over here?
I know, right? They just came on in there.
Is that on?
Yes.
Yep.
She went and sat
It's
down.
on.
Like, you guys are on your own. Hi.
Right.
I'm Shelowann of Peace Love Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hi there, I'm Jeanette from Joyful Jeanette.
And I'm Adele Marie of Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Spirit Talk Time.
Welcome to
Welcome.
Yay.
Hello.
Today's modern spiritual talk show. I can't
That's
believe
right.
I remember that.
I know, right? How cool is that, though? I love it.
Cool.
Welcome to the show tonight. We're going to be talking about all kinds of cool things. But we'd like to thank our back crew back here, our angelic crew. We have Linda and Karen, Euridia, Brooke, and Tiger. Don't you just
Yay.
love that Tiger being in all these
Yup.
great companies?
Awesome. Thanks,
Woohoo!
girls.
He just rubs his eyes like, please don't bother me, and everything. So, y'all doing good out there? Is everybody doing good out there? Yeah?
Great.
For a
Yeah.
hot, muggy day.
For a hot, muggy day?
Yeah, summer's
Yeah.
going out with a bang.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God.
Hot earlier.
Because we had all that like
Wow.
really nice weather. I guess it was from Dorian,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And then
So
we're
nice.
thinking, oh, it's going to stay this way. 'cause
Right.
It's
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Nope.
It's perfect. And no, it wasn't perfect.
Yesterday it felt like chub rub.
Yes, it did. Today it did too. We were out and about, and we went to the RV show, and we got up. I think like we made it through 6 RVs, and we were like,
I
Can't breathe.
I went to step up on one, and I was like,
Oh my God.
well, I'm not that out of shape. I mean, I know I got
Right.
issues, and but
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not.
right.
Wow.
it was-
You're already in it.
I'm already in it
looking around.
going, nope, I go in,
Hold on,
look
catch
around,
myself.
and get right back out.
Yeah, it was
and at one
too
point, I
hot.
just sat there and sat in the driver's seat, opened the door, and it's like, okay, now we can breathe. Got some air coming in. 'Cause
Yes.
they got them all closed
Yes.
up, you know? And you're thinking this weekend it's going to be really...
They got them closed up.
They need.
Yes.
They need.
should have
They
the
need
windows
windows
open.
open, AC on, something, I don't know.
definitely.
Where is it, in Timonium?
Yes, Minium Fairgrounds.
Right.
Yeah, State
That's right,
Fairgrounds.
yeah.
And I love going, but they didn't have enough of the kind that I was looking to look at.
What kind
You
were you
know,
looking to look at?
I want to, I want to be able to drive it. I do not want a pull along.
Pull.
I don't want a fifth wheel or anything like that. And so I think they might have had like 20.
Yeah, they had. They didn't
More-
have as many
Yes.
of those kind. But then there was that whole line that looked like buses.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah.
There
it
you
was-
can get them, but they're. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I have never seen a windshield
Like
that
a
big.
luxury bus?
Holy cow!
Yes. Yes.
It was like,
400,000.
okay, let me go pick up some
Oh,
people.
wow.
Yeah.
Open that door, like a bus.
That's
stop.
over. That's like, I mean, that would be great if all of us got it, and then we toured
Somebody
in it.
else drove
It'd be
it.
perfect. It'd be
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah,
It's
sure.
nice. The tile is nice and cool. You got to wash your dryer.
Well, that's
Everything
true
else.
too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one was cool how it's had the washer dryer, the thing how it does it all at once, all tucked in. It was
Nice
like
and
that big, yeah.
Mhm.
That in the back, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, they go in tiny homes a lot.
Yeah,
Just the
Yeah.
one unit, and it washes and dries at the same time.
like that.
So, but I'm always curious.
Yeah.
And I notice they have more and more, like, the things that are stationary now, you automatically comes with it as a microwave and, that kind of stuff. But then you're looking at the motor, and then you're looking to see, what's on the outside and how much it'll tow and everything. So,
Was it
and how
crowded?
many people you can sleep in it, realistically.
Really, yeah.
I love when they have the dinette, and they're like, oh, and that goes down, and that's a bed, and I'm going, if you're a little person, like,
Yeah.
if you have kids, it's great. But otherwise, no, that's not.
Not
like,
unless it's those real big ones, like remember the ones.
we could
that
probably
have the
put you in
big-
it.
No, even I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
No, so
like you're like laying on the kitchen table kind of thing. I mean, I don't know.
I'm
It's
really
like
weird. I wanted to go today because I wanted to go in and go through everything before everybody came in this weekend and touched all the kind of stuff, because I forgot my hand sanitizer. So I'm like, yeah, and it wasn't busy. It was like perfect.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
if it was
But even the
crowded.
people that were there were moving so slow because of the heat.
And they were
Heat,
sweet.
yeah.
It was so hot.
And they were
yeah.
really nice, sweet people.
Older people?
Huh? Well, there was a couple that was older, and we got to really talk to them because we were in one of the vans. And I love the vans because you can park them anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But then there was a young couple with kids, and we happened to be on a couple of the same ones at the same time, and we were comparing and stuff. So, but it was a lot of fun.
It is fun to go look at it and just actually
Yes.
physically see it.
Yes.
To get ideas and think of and dream and wish and all that.
Would you get one?
Would I get one?
Yeah.
This is the first time I looked at them to actually see those possibilities. Yeah. But you can look at it and
I am.
Well, I wasn't even.
That's right.
Already, you've talked about it for years.
And it was funny because, sorry about that. It was funny because as
You're
we're
so
looking,
excited.
I started talking about my brother because he's on
Oh,
that
yeah.
month-long trip on his RV with his wife, and it's so cool because all the pictures he's sending back. He went out west. And then next thing you know, he's texting me at the same time. I'm like, bah! I was just talking about
What's
you.
that, like RV energy now? Hooking
Yeah,
up?
RV
energy.
Oh, look,
Yes.
we're on that stream now.
Yep. And then
Coming
he invited me to go January with them to this big, event that they're going to have down in Tampa. And I was like, sure, we're all coming. Yep.
Yeah,
so,
she didn't say I'll be there. She said we're
all
coming. I'm
coming.
like we're coming. Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah,
Like,
we're all going to
okay.
go.
That's funny.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, check it out. Florida's probably the better place to buy it anyway. So, and looking at it, it is all about, because you asked her, like, would you ever get one?
Sure.
Yeah?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's this women's group that I think it's Arizona that they all meet up, or they kind of meet up at different locations. And it's these hundreds of these women who have their RVs, they have their tents and everything, and they go and hang out together for a while. And it's just the
RV
coolest
women's
thing.
empowerment.
Yes,
Yeah, why
well,
not,
I don't
right?
think it's like underneath the RV part, but I mean, they all have their campers and RVs and stuff like that, and they just go hang out for like a week or so together. I think it's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have them all set up to their personalities, as you go hang out with each other and stuff, and everything. Cause, let's see, what would yours be?
How
would you decorate yours?
Oh man, I
Your
don't know.
area.
That's a good question.
How about you?
I don't know.
Think about it.
I'm typical.
You're typical?
Yeah.
Not me. I mean, I have all kinds of angel stuff all over the place. And then I play
Plants,
like...
flowers.
Yes, and I put a lot of... because you'd have a lot of plants and stuff
Yeah.
and herbs and everything. And I'd have the lights and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, something to think about. Well, because this is the first time I was really thinking about it.
Right.
Like I'd actually even consider it. I never really.
Big pillows everywhere.
I was gonna say, did you read my
Nope,
mind?
nope,
Did you read
nope,
my mind?
nope,
I was
nope.
sitting there thinking pillows, but then you
Uh-huh.
all are going about tools and stuff, and I'm thinking pillows.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, no.
That's an automatic.
angels,
Right.
plants.
Pillows.
You gotta
Yeah,
have
like all over the place.
yeah, you
know?
gotta have a lot of comfy
If you
pillows.
sit there
That
and
too.
yes, look at my bed, like all you can see is pillows. So, all right, good. So, everybody talks all the time, and I see it through the feeds, and is about feathers, right? So we're always getting feathers.
She's been getting feathers.
She didn't see the
She
one
been posting
today
about
as
it.
we entered into the RV place, and I did. The problem
Ooh.
was the lady had just stepped on it as I looked down at it, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, you missed me jumping up and down seeing a feather. Sorry.
I
about
know,
that.
I wasn't
You
like,
should have. You should have picked
well,
it
I
up.
was going to pick it up, but as I sat there and saw it and went to, this lady like walked right
Oh,
on it. And I was like,
wow.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that
Yeah.
feather right now. So, let me see, let's see what that was all about. But feathers are cool when you sit there and find them. But how many of you actually keep your feathers?
I do.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
whole bin of them.
I've started
Right.
date sometimes, write something with it or date it,
Mhm.
and then,
Take it home, wash it up.
Yeah.
Wash it. I always sit there and wash it. Do you wash yours?
Yes.
Usually.
Yeah,
Karen says
Jeanette
no.
taught me what to do.
Well,
Oh, okay.
honestly, I looked it up a long time ago when I started finding them because I wanted to keep them. And it's so funny because some family members at the time were like, you realize that has like bacteria and everything on it. I was like, be quiet. I'm gonna,
I know, right?
Everybody,
I know, right?
Everybody's
Ruin the
scared.
buzz.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, I got this.
Always
I got
somebody in the
this.
bunch.
Yeah. I'm good. There's
So
no
you
problem.
take it home.
I don't at this point because of finding I don't watch every single one anymore because I'm sorry there's that many so I put them in bags. I put them in bags and I've been there's there are a pile of them but if they're
Are you going to
gonna
make
be
your own
out-
set of wings?
well
like,
the first
with
time
them?
I ever found
know?
the first time I ever found a pile of leaves
Right.
leaves
Feathers.
sorry feathers they were blue jay feathers and
Mm-hmm.
it was so many.
And they're pretty.
And
Those are pretty.
I was so tickled with it. It was in my backyard, and there was no dead bird. That's another thing people always say.
Right.
They go like, there must have been a fight. I'm like, be quiet. You're messing it up again.
You're
Oh,
messing
yeah, right.
So I ran in the house, and I was trying to do something with them. What do I do with them? Do I make something? I need to make something with them. So I was looking up that, and I did end up. I still have them. They're just stuck in a the green foam you buy for flower stuff.
Yes.
I didn't know what to do with them,
Okay.
but I felt like it was that important
pretty
to do
cool.
something with them.
Yeah.
And there was that many that I could do like that. And then I found, I think they're dove feathers. They're behind it.
Right.
But that was just so cool. It's exciting to me.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
I had a red one the other day that I found, and I was like,
cool.
That's really rare, and stuff. But
had-
then
yeah,
again, we have a lot of cardinals around the
Yeah.
house.
It is rare. I've had a couple of them, but that's not something you'll find very often.
Yeah, no, you don't. And I love them because, like, what's the symbolism of feathers?
Well,
Wait a minute. You've got to find a lot of feathers when you're out in the woods, or you're out Mother Earth looking for different things, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah, when I'm out there,
Yeah.
they come up.
Big ones, little ones, like
Different
are they the
sizes.
same colors and stuff?
Usually some shade of white, gray, or grayish
Mm-hmm.
black.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I know, I threw you off. I'm so sorry. I remember one time that I was going, feathers are a huge symbolism to me with,
Oh, yeah.
what?
Never mind.
With my protector guide.
That's what you had asked us what they were.
Right. So, and I know when I have something really big that I'm working on and stuff, and I'm throwing a question out to Chief, and I'm just like, because blah, 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 I'll always find a huge one when it's from him. And then one time we were at the house, this is eons ago, I walked outside and I was getting ready to get in the truck and go somewhere, and there's a huge big feather just right on the center of my, hood
gosh, that's
of the truck.
awesome.
It is, I know. And I was
Man.
like, yes,
I'd
thank
be
you
like,
very
click,
much.
click, 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 and then I'd be taking that. But I mean, I remember that moment forever. Like,
I do remember
celebrate
that
the
moment forever.
moments
Right.
of your life. I mean, that's just so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to bring a guitar in here sometime. For
I know,
you.
right?
Like, right?
Or have some guy
I'm
sitting
glad-
behind
but
us.
I'm glad that you
Start
said-
strumming.
I'm very excited about this because this was recent, so I'm gonna share this. So I found it was about 2 years ago, and I know it was late July. I'm pretty confident on that. I thought it was beginning of August. I know I should know the exact date, but it was before I came in for a reading. Actually,
Uh-huh.
it was my favorite reading ever to this day. But before that morning, I found a feather, and it was humongous. I have never found. Okay, I have at the beach found big ones, but this was different because it just was. And it was about flight. I know that, but 2 years have gone by now, and just recently, and I was taking a walk, and I found, it's not the same feather, but I found another big one, and it was almost like, ooh, like I feel like something's coming together.
Okay,
You know what I
cool.
mean?
Right.
And I just, because it wasn't, I find a lot of like smaller feathers and stuff, but this was like, it stood out. It was like this big.
Yeah.
And the other one was like that. So
That's awesome.
I know, so I'm excited.
Sweet.
I'm
Right,
excited
right?
about that. Yeah.
What about when you find those little teeny tiny ones?
Love
Aw.
teeny ones. They're my
Pick them
favorite.
up
Yeah, the little fluffy
if
ones.
I can.
They're my
Yeah,
favorite.
sometimes
Why
they're
are they your
fluffy.
favorite?
Because I like miniature stuff.
The tiny stuff? Okay. It's almost to me like a little kiss.
Aw, that's a nice way to
You know?
put it. Yeah.
Or
It's a-
caress.
Or a caress, yes.
Aw.
And
The
I
sweetness
know,
to it, yeah.
I know a lot of us find the feathers and stuff, but so the sizes symbolizes a lot to me. And like you just said, coming together, when the chief put that in there, it was just, this is strength to me. And this is like, he's giving his, not just guidance, but his, what's that word?
Knowledge, wisdom.
No, I know.
Like
I
you
was
seal on the deal on something, like about, like a good
his,
to go.
his sitting there saying, yes, here it is, let's do this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
His like nice pat on the back and stuff. So it just, it really like cracks me up. Look, I'm playing with the cup now.
Well, I like too and I will laugh at myself because I know we all talk to our guys a lot openly, right? Like you're just walking or in the car, whatever, right?
Yep.
So I'll be walking like blah 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 blah, and I almost trip over one, and I shut up because it's just like blah 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 blah. Oh my God, look at this! It just stops me in my tracks, and that's one of my favorite things because it's almost like we're there. It's especially the dove feathers. It's like we're there, we love you, and it just melts my heart every time.
Right.
It's almost like, well, you just like, like you're good.
Okay,
You're good.
so you just keep mentioning certain ones, and so then do you believe that a certain feather means a certain message? Because you just said doves, and then I said cardinals earlier, blue jays, a hawk. I mean, I had some hawk feathers too. They're really cool. I got a vulture feather too.
Well, that
I love
depends
it.
if you know. I mean, if you're going by identifying the animal that's connected to it, you got to know the animal connected to it. If you don't know the animal connected to it, because
Right.
I've gotten feathers, I don't know what animal that is.
Okay,
But I know
yeah.
that there was a message in receiving that feather.
But do you believe that the way it's shaped or the color or
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah,
is a certain message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Like, give me an example.
I remember when I first started going to development classes and really started getting into, spirituality, and I was a newbie, and they would give me baby feathers.
Yeah.
So that meant new beginning,
Right.
just a beginner, a
Right.
baby, basically, even though I still feel like a baby. But it was just, that acknowledgement of,
And you're doing the right thing.
yeah.
Yeah. How cool is that?
Yeah.
I love that. You guys got an example?
Trying to pick one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
When I was just up in the mountains,
Uh-huh.
I found 2 gigantic hawk feathers. Yeah.
Precious.
Yeah.
Precious.
And then the 2 days following that, once I got home, big, thick crow feathers.
Oh, no, that's-
that's
there was
nice.
like 5
Mhm.
big feathers in like less than a week.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
a crow
that's
because
really
they'll
cool.
shimmer like
Yeah.
they're so pretty. It's
Yeah.
almost like a blue black.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I could just tell, just with some of the things I've been working on, it was like almost like a new level or something, and it just felt like, oh, thank you.
Right, like
Thank you.
keep going. You're doing
Yeah.
it. This is great. That's what
Yeah.
I meant like with the chief. This is like perfect. Like keep going.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. I know you're busting at the seam.
I know
There's
she's
just so many. Well, feathers. You know, I would say this. Like, I don't care. I don't care how old I am. I will always get excited about the feather. And in fact, I don't pick every one up, but I try to.
Right.
It's just because they're not everywhere. They're just not. I mean, some people just think, oh, what? It's a feather or it's a whatever. It's not to me. I mean, I don't feel that way.
No.
So I, especially when you're just walking along, like even on a sidewalk, and one just laying there out of absolutely nowhere.
I just
There's
feel
no one
blessed to be
around.
in on it.
Right?
Right.
Because most people don't recognize.
'Cause your awareness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that lady stepped on it at the.
I know, because I was like, this is opening awareness here, and this
Yeah.
meant that yes, we were meant to be here. It's just we did a road trip one time, and just aimlessly, it's like, okay, we need to talk, and just driving, and every place that we went, there as soon as you open the door, there's a feather.
Yeah.
It was the coolest. Remember that?
Yes.
It was the coolest thing, and it's just like, all right, so this is meant to
You
be
know
today.
you're supposed
So
to be
yes,
right.
they're guiding us on our journey.
I
You
love
know what
It was
was
the coolest thing.
I got a good. I remember a good one. I remember when I first started doing my workshops and classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not when I was doing them in Parkville, but when I started doing them here.
Right.
I went out to my car and there was a feather in my car.
Perfect.
That was
See?
really cool.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's them
And it
saying
wasn't a
yes.
big one. It was
No.
it wasn't a real baby one. It was kind of like like a medium, the small size one.
Right. But those are like, yes, it's sitting there going, yep, you're right where you
And I
need
was
to be.
like, high five.
Yeah. So, not any dates or anything like that, but I know that like this weekend you have your chat,
Chat,
sip, and chew. Okay, I was getting there, right? I was like, going, this is a mouth twister for me. So, what can everybody expect when they go to a chat, sip, chew with you?
Well, basically, it's relaxed. It's
Mm-hmm.
informal. I'm gonna eat some some foods that have herbs in them.
Okay, cool.
I got a
Yummy.
whole little recipes planned out. I think people are gonna like that.
Right.
My mom is gonna make some regular stuff too.
Is she really?
Aw,
Just a
that's
couple
so
things.
sweet.
Yeah.
And so it's just gonna be a little sit down, get your food. Let's sit down. Let's talk about me
Right.
and what I'm about, or being an herbalist medium, what that is, what it isn't. Spiritual herbalism, what that is, how
Right.
it differs from Western herbalism, and how the two, spiritual herbalism and Western herbalism, blend together for me
Right.
and what I do.
Okay, excellent.
And the importance of, they're like herbs. Like, how do they feel about herbs?
Right.
What do they and then just about the classes and workshops I have coming up,
Okay,
and
cool.
just how important herbs are in
Yeah.
the 21st century.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
We got so far away from them because, eons ago, that's what you really...
That's all they had.
Right, that's what you lived off medicinal wise and everywhere else, and then once somebody figured out a synthetic way
Yeah.
of creating that same headache, like for a headache you would basically take
Willow.
right. So, but they took that ingredient, they synthesized it and made it into an aspirin, right?
Yes.
Basically, like there's more to it, but
That's
we'll cut
from
it down.
willow. It is from willow.
Yes.
They take
Because that is the most natural as far as a pill for a headache. They always say that's the most natural one. So it's interesting. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of pharmaceuticals are. They take
Yeah.
components from herbs, isolate them, and create an artificial component.
Yeah.
But,
But
along with
aspirin's
the,
artificial? I didn't know. I thought that was I know most of them
it's
are.
not from
I know most of them
an
are.
herb.
Right,
It's
that-
created in a lab.
Okay.
Right.
So
okay.
it is artificial in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they did, they took a lot of the old remedies,
Yeah.
and science has sat there and created something that was to be so take this and don't take that anymore.
So
Right.
they can make money.
Yes, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Right. So, and they have done that with a lot of things that we just took naturally, you know.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
when a lot of people look back at like past lives and things like that, a lot of them were herbalists, you know, and they were medicinal healers and everything else. And it was all herbs, anything Mother Earth could give you to sit there and help you. And like you've showed before, and you've talked about before, the plants and how they're structured and how they grow is what area of the body they go with, right?
yeah, there's always that connection with the herbs.
Yeah. So that's the cool part, like
Yeah.
when you sit there and you're out foraging and stuff.
They show you
So
all kinds of things.
so yes, so they created, I always call, you know, they synthesized it to me, and they created a medicine or a pill or something like that.
Oh, yes,
that
that's
it
all that's out
you know,
there.
was supposed to do the same thing.
Yeah.
That way you'll buy that instead of going out to Mother Earth and helping too, for Mother Earth to keep recreating, you know? Because I notice with my plants, excuse me, when I'm growing, like the peppers. So a whole bunch of peppers will come out and there might be one or two that get really large. As soon as I take those off, the other ones can start creating even larger, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's that's how the plants work. So,
Yeah, they work
so,
together.
yeah. So I think
call
that's
them
really cool.
herb allies.
Yes,
Aw,
right?
that's
Allies.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, so can I ask you one thing that they might be trying to eat, like you're gonna share?
Oh, I've got a. Let me think.
Okay.
Rosemary brownies.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say brownies, but I was thinking like maybe some basil brownies or
I
something.
got a yogurt basil cake.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yum.
Yeah.
Now you're making all these?
I'm gonna be up super duper early Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Aw.
This
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
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 Super duper
That's a great
early.
way to begin the fall season, the way you're
Right.
doing that.
It
And then
is.
you're
Exactly.
saying how you're going to talk about all the other stuff coming.
And I got a soup
Perfect.
that has stinging nettle in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the soup is really close to my heart because I used to make that soup all the time
Mm-hmm.
when I was having some health challenges. So
Oh, okay.
stinging nettles is just awesome. It's got iron and minerals and
So if you needed a really good iron supply.
yes, nettles.
Okay. And what does actually do you think it like tastes like? The stinging nettles
I can
part.
tell you what people tell me it tastes
Okay,
like.
yeah. What do they tell you?
Well,
I want to know what you think.
I like it.
Okay, what do you think it tastes like?
Green.
Green?
Green, like minerals, like chlorophyll sort of.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chlorophyll.
all right. Well,
I
see,
still want to put a negative on it because a lot of people tell me what it tastes like to them, and I'm like,
so it's like
That's
extra
interesting.
fresh kind of a thing, like an invigorating
extra
freshy?
green,
extra green.
earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Okay.
when you know it's good for your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can get some fresh nettles as long as they don't sting you.
yeah,
Because the stingers are on the underside of the leaf.
yeah.
Cook
I-
that up like you would cook up, green leaf
Okay.
vegetables.
Cool. So, but where can they actually get something like that?
They could get it fresh. They can't get it fresh from their store.
No.
You could get it dried.
Right.
But if you want to get it fresh, you'd have to either grow it or you'd have to get it from an herb supplier.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Cause
It's just not
Trying to-
something you
yeah.
can just, unfortunately.
and see, to me, like when you start really working your protector guide, he's all about Mother Earth, or she is all about Mother Earth, and they're the healer too. And so I know, like, I learned so much about herbs, when I was young, in Mother Earth, and like going out into the woods, like on my own, like doop-a-doop-a-doo, listening to what they told me and stuff. And then, later you get in trouble because where were you? But back then it was like, as long as you heard that whistle to get home, you were good. But so that also goes into the protector guide. So I think this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that and to enjoy it. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I think people are going to
Yay.
be pleasantly surprised.
Right. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Please, always look forward to Shell's chat, sip, and choose.
Oh my God!
Oh! I did it. Because I think it's really cool. Actually, you're making something, you're bringing it in, you're showing them, how they can incorporate it into their lives, and I just love
You're
it.
making
I
it
got some-
real.
I
You're
got
making it
I got
real.
some surprises for them too.
Yeah?
Free
Oh,
gifts.
nice.
That's
Aw.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to spoil them.
Yeah. Are you going to do that every time? Every time they get spoiled? Because I do a messages and muffins, so,
It depends.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But you
Okay.
guys remember, you can find me at pdhms.com, Peace of Herbalist Mediumship School.
Don't forget it.
Yep.
All right, so until next time, hey, don't forget Girl Talk coming up next.
That's right.
You're going to love it.
Yep.
So till
See you
then,
then.
angel hugs.